Let's do number 5 on our practice sheet 1-4 linear regression, and we're going to review today how to use a calculator to do the linear regression. So let's go ahead, over number 5. The table below gives the approximate weights in tons and estimates for overall fuel economy in miles per gallon for several cars. So you have a table that has X values, which is the weight, and the Y values, which is the miles per gallon. And here they're telling you in part A, use linear regression to find the equation that best represents this data. Every time they tell you linear regression, you can do the following steps on the calculator. So let's turn our calculator on, and then the steps to go into linear regression are the following. First of all, you need to enter the data and the information for X and Y in your calculator. So you press on Stat. Then you have to edit number 1. So as you can see, it's highlighted. You go ahead and press enter. L1 stands for X and L2 stands for Y. So let's enter the values. 1.3, enter 1.4, 1.5, 1.8. I'm going to skip 2 since I don't have a Y value for that. So 2.1 and 2.4. Then I move on to L2, which is my Y value, and again I enter the values given, 29, 24, 23, 21. I skip Y, this one, so 17 and 15. After I do that, so the information is there on my calculator, I go ahead, press Stat again, and now you're interested in calculating, so you go to Calculate, and they're asking you to use linear regression, so you go on to number 4, so you can either press number 4 in your calculator or you go all the way down and then press enter. Now if you have a TI-84 plus calculator, you're gonna see the following. So it means you're checking, so X stands for L1, Y stands for L2, and then you go all the way down and you press calculate. Your calculator will calculate the linear regression equation for you. If you have a TI-84, it will, after you press enter for linear regression or number 4 enter, you will see linear regression in parentheses y equals ax plus b. You have to press enter again, and then it will give you your a, which is the slope, and b, which is your y-intercept. So as you can see, my equation is y equals, let's round to the nearest hundredth, so negative 11 plus 18, x plus 41.06. This is my equation for the data mentioned above. And I'm done with part A, which is using linear regression to find the equation that best represents this data. Now let's move on to part B. Use the equation to find the missing piece of data in the table, then write a sentence that interprets this data point. Now, basically, you have to find the missing data. As you can see, 2 is given, Y is not given. So, Y equals negative 11.8. You plug in X, which is 2, plus 41.06. So you can type in your calculator, negative 11.8 into 2 plus 41.06, which is 17.46. This is your Y. And interpret means to tell what this value means. So it means for 2 tons, which is the weight, you have 17.46 miles per gallon. So this is miles per gallon. So you can say for 2 tons, the approximate or the overall fuel economy is 17.46 miles per gallon. And that's how you find linear regression.